Like, oh shoot, I ain't doing nothing. Like, I'm at the crib. Like, I can come
I
over
tell you
there.
what, I forget so much. I'm like, but man, God showed up for me. Y'all, man.
All right, y'all ready? Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome you all to another episode of the Presidential Executive. What's going on? It's your boy right here, JB. This is my brother over here, El Presidente Rag. We're a little bit late. You know what I'm saying? We're a little bit late, so we got technical difficulty. We had some technical difficulty, but I think we got it through. But y'all can catch us wherever that you stream podcasts. That's YouTube, that's Apple, that's Spotify, that's Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and Stitcher. And this is the rundown. I don't know if he gave y'all the kind of the spiel of, kind of what we gonna do. Like right now, just like we're gonna talk about different topics, more sports, entertainment, things like that. Then we gonna, stop that and then get into what we call like a focus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of episode. You know what I'm saying? So Rag, do what you do. It's not gonna be a full, but
it's not gonna be the full intro like when we do the focus episode. But so we got two distinguished guests joining us tonight on our rundown. One, blood couldn't make us any closer, like a sister to me. We go back like the Jerry Curl. Like the Jerry Curl. We go back like the Soul Glow. But these two people, they are both actor and actress, writers, screenwriters, directors, producers, executive producers, playwrights, do voiceovers, spoken word. I believe one of them even has written like a book or something.
Book.
I mean, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they do the whole nine, and we're going to get into what they're doing in the city, because a lot of times we talk about people have no idea the stuff that's going on in this city, like it's just a one-track thing.
Very true.
But we have the one and only future legends in the making, Miss Lovely Lavelle and CJ Nevels.
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
What's going on, man?
What it do? All good. We got y'all fit in there. Before we didn't know what was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We thought we was gonna have you on the love seat, but yeah, it just it worked out though. We gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen. Now the first thing I want to get, I don't know if y'all sports. Sure. In the sports,
he definitely is.
Yeah. We're not looking at her. Like, I don't know if you.
I mean, I like football, but I don't have a team.
You like looking at them in the tights. Yeah, I get you.
She knows she does not like the Cowboys. She knows that.
I do obviously do not.
Obviously,
she's really just flying.
No, I really don't.
That's unfortunate. That's all I can say. That's unfortunate for you. But you're gonna learn to love blue. It look good. It's the accent behind you. You know what I'm saying? It works good with your jean jacket. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get together. But I want to get into first like the NBA draft, NBA free agency. Just me personally, I'm a Grizzlies fan. I'm a Grizzlies fan. First and foremost, I think it wasn't a free agency, but I think KD, he got a trade. It was a trade with him. It wasn't free agency.
He ended up going to Houston.
So he going to Houston. Then you got the Grizzlies ended up with Jaren again on a $240 million contract. And then we had they let go of Dame Lillard. They let him go. So first, I want to kind of just focus on, since I'm hometown. You know what I'm saying? He reps Memphis, but he's a Bulls fan.
Since I was 4 years
old.
Since I was 4 years old.
I'm from Chicago, so I rock.
You from Chicago?
Yes.
So you just everywhere.
I am.
You ain't got no home. But but yeah, I want to focus right now like on the grid. I don't know if y'all know. We got Ty Jerome. I don't know if y'all familiar with Ty Jerome. I'm a basketball head, so I kind of know some of the stuff. Ty Jerome, he's a shooting guard, point guard from Cleveland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a 6'5" guy, and so they kind of got him to not really replace Bane, but kind of supplement.
Kind of offset.
You know what I'm saying? To kind of offset, you know what I'm saying? Do some of that stuff. I like the white boy. Actually, it's a tip on it. He's a white dude, but his folks was integral in the civil rights movement back in the 60s.
Oh, okay. Well,
you know what I'm saying? So I just found out.
That fits good with this city.
You know what I'm saying? So, because all the other stuff going around, people don't want to be in Memphis because it's unsafe and all that stuff. So the white boy coming in here, feeling safe, feeling comfortable, in the environment. Probably down with Swirl. Okay. He might have a, significant other like that. But I like what Climb is doing. You know what I'm saying? I like what Climb is doing. I think that we're on the right track. You know, it just kind of depends what Jaren gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Jaren, I'm already knows he's not going to be a great rebounder, so I'm just going to chalk that up. So I'm not going to think that, you know, he's going to be this 8 to 10 rebound guy. Even though I would love it, it's just not going to happen.
It's just beyond me that you can be 6'11".
He's 7 feet. Yeah, he a good 7 feet.
And see, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I sold him short.
Oh, yeah, he's tall. I seen him in person.
Like, I don't see how you could be 6'9" and not grab a rebound. So, like, you 7 feet, and it's coming right to your hand. Like,
that should fall in your hand, right?
Yeah, that should be minimum.
That should fall in your hands, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, I don't understand, but
yeah, they should fall in your hand. But go ahead. I don't know if you got something to say. Are you a Grizzly fan, bro?
Laker fan.
Oh my Lord!
You said Grizzly.
Why did you do that?
Sorry.
Why did you do? But y'all not looking good either, though.
I mean,
y'all not looking good.
And then Bronny rejected his offer for $45 million.
Oh yeah,
and then tweeted disrespectful. What?
Yeah.
$15 million for 3 years, like $15 million a year for 3 years, like because it's $45 million for 3 years. So that's essentially $15 million. And NBA contracts are guaranteed.
I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough for.
So what I'm saying is, but he thinks he's worth $15 million a year.
Hold on. Maybe I missed it. You talking about Bronny?
Yeah,
you talking about Joey?
Yes.
Well, what about him?
He rejected the 3-year, $45 million extension.
He rejected it.
Yes.
Is that for real?
Tweeted disrespectful.
But I heard he can't play.
No, okay. If he got out here with any one of us,
he would do like any one of us. He give him
but when you're talking about the best of the best, he's.
You gotta keep growing, man. He just needs some experience. That's it.
Hold on. I'm still lost.
I know LeBron rejected his contract.
LeBron, but I'm talking about Bronny. Bronny turned down $45 million. No, he did not. No way.
He turned down.
Is this true, Laker fan?
I know about LeBron.
You know about LeBron? Okay, that's what I know about.
Yeah,
that's what I know about. I don't know about Bronny. I'm like,
I was reading the comments.
Ain't no way.
Clowning them like, man, you need to act like the only reason you're in the league because your daddy.
Man,
Bronny it might have been a fake tweet.
Bronny should have got that.
Fake tweet.
He just got the $4 million last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it might have been a fake tweet.
Gotta be fake.
I'm on Sham's page right now. Let me see if I can find it.
I know the Lakers done made some dumb moves like signing the guy they just signed, but I don't think they're gonna be this.
Who did y'all sign?
It was bench player from he come from Sacramento.
Y'all got the boy from Memphis. He used to be in Memphis, Jake LaRavia.
Yeah.
Jake LaRavia used to be here, the white dude from Wake Forest.
I saw Gil talking about him.
Yeah.
Jake from State Farm.
Yeah. So Laker fan, what you think about? What you think about your team, bro? What you think about your team, man? Because y'all got Luka, y'all got Bron, y'all still got AR.
Yeah, we need a big man.
Yep.
We need a big man.
You need a big man.
And I think we can probably use another wing too. We need a good wing.
Cause y'all just let go of Finney Smith.
Yeah, I think he signed with
the Rockets.
Yeah.
He went with the Rockets.
Crazy.
Yeah, I like the Rockets. So they're gonna be okay. So it's gonna be interesting. I think Memphis is going to be a top 6 seed. You know what I'm saying? Given the health of John Morant and Jaren, and the boy, we didn't talk about the draft, right? We ain't talking about the draft, but the NBA draft went on, and so we drafted Cedric Coward. Nobody knows him. Nobody knows him. But I'm believing the hype. I put it that way. I'm believing the hype. He's a cat from. He went to Washington State. He started out in D3, then went D2, and then went to Washington State. Played 6 games, got injured. So, but they like his comp. They said a lot of people have said that he's the second best player in the draft after Cooper Flag.
You know what? I kind of like them type of guys too, though. Because they have a story in it as a whole. Yep. They hunger be different. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like them players.
Precisely. So, and that's what I think. So we're going to wait and see on that. But as far as what else happened in free agency? Dame Lillard got waived. Yeah. I would say I don't feel sorry for him because he still getting paid $113 million.
Yeah, they got to pay him regardless.
Yeah, they're going to pay him over 4 or 5 years or so. Yeah. But where y'all think he's going to end up at?
No, we
Or
could
where you
use
think he
him.
should end up at?
No, we could use him. But now we got Luka, so it won't work. It won't work.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Man,
I don't think that's gonna work.
Nah, he ain't gonna.
But let me see. No, right, where you think Dame Lillard could probably end up at, man? Where would you like him to see him?
I mean, I don't know. Like, it depends on how his Achilles is doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be the second half of the year.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Whatever
like,
it
it
is.
don't really matter. Like, he needs to go somewhere
Phoenix still need a guard, don't
that's contending, you know, but
Phoenix is
Phoenix is
Babbage.
a whole close
Yeah,
to.
they need a point though, right?
They need to blow it up.
They need a lot.
They need to
a
blow
lot.
it up. They need to
need
get
a
rid
lot.
of Bill. They need to get rid of Devin Booker. They need to start over.
When they got Bill, I didn't think that was a good trade.
Because
you don't
to
have no
me,
guard.
you can
You
get
don't have
rid of
no point
Devin
guard.
Booker and then get draft capital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, but you can get something instead of waiting until you become a free agent and get nothing. Still looking for this tweet,
Then
but I'm gonna find it.
Bro, I probably that.
That might be falling.
No, because LeBron jump was 52.5
52
right
point
now,
yep.
the one I saw was 45 million for like
Bronny James.
That was
Man, he
give
better
him-
get on up on that.
So it was more money than what he was initially.
That ain't for
It
your
was
Twitter
3 years,
Twitch account.
45.
He
No.
go crazy on Twitch.
Yeah,
I heard.
it's
It might be for your Twitch.
They got
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I promise, because I follow Shams. I'm not even gonna try to mispronounce his last name. But,
yeah, they got to be a phony. They got to be phony, bro. Because if anybody,
But no, like this is actual page though. So I mean, the tweet that he might have retweeted or something might have been fake. But I feel like Masai Ujiri from Toronto. I feel like, well, you know, of course, if the Bulls don't get him, then I always feel like the Grizzlies should have tried to get Masai Ujiri, who was the president of basketball operations for the Raptors, was the one who got them the championship with Kawhi and like basically made Toronto a perennial playoff contender. You know, they don't make the playoffs one year and then they get rid of them.
y'all got Lonzo Ball went to Cleveland.
He showed it.
He went to Cleveland. He went from Chicago to Cleveland. I don't know if you saw that. So y'all don't got Lonzo no
It's
more.
breaking my heart.
Yeah,
That's good for Lonzo though.
Yeah.
Maybe this week or last week, one of them.
I mean, I'm not mad at Lonzo. He got to do what he do. But
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
I
do what you
just-
gotta do. He wasn't doing no job, man. The Bulls
Before he got hurt.
Yeah,
He was doing something before he got hurt.
But I mean, the Bulls. I'm talking about the team. The team ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no,
Y'all ain't going nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't going nowhere. So, and I did actually like what Detroit did. Detroit made some good moves. They signed Duncan Robinson because Malik Beasley got caught with the gambling thing.
Yeah, how they keep getting caught with that?
Bro, they entitled.
I'm like,
That's what happened. You know, when you get rich and have all this stuff, like you just think, all right, nobody gonna catch me to do this stuff like that. But it's a public platform, so it's like they can trace you.
could use somebody else's name or something. Look good.
He probably did, but you know what I'm saying? So Malik Beasley out. He about to be going investigated by the U.S. District Attorney's Office right now. So they signed Duncan Robinson, and they got a couple other players I think that's good. Clippers signed back James Harden. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of other stuff going on. And Denver did real good too. I don't know if y'all saw kind of what Denver did.
I know they got rid of Michael Porter then.
They got rid of Michael Porter. He's going to Milwaukee.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, I think he's going to Milwaukee. Okay. And then Denver got back Bruce Brown, and they got Cam Johnson from Phoenix.
I'm thinking about we got Reddish.
But no, not from Phoenix, from the Nets.
Okay.
From the Nets.
We got
the light skinned dude. The dude that looked like Shamar Moore.
Come on,
Shamar Moore. So you like that?
That was she.
Look, she in the conversation now. She in the conversation now. Look, she about to Google him now. Who's this?
What he look like?
Cam Johnson. You know,
your favorite
I can't even find my phone.
like, yeah, at least. But no, I think it's a lot of good stuff going on with the NBA free agency. I'm a fan, so other than because there's no football on right now.
No, not yet.
So it's just.
So again,
I
in
like
Chicago or Memphis, y'all need to get DeAndre Ayton.
Man, we really need. Now he injury prone too.
Y'all need
him,
though.
We need him, but man, I don't.
DeAndre Ayton, not
Y'all need him.
Man, he was hurt with Phoenix. Well, I think he probably just didn't want to play for them guys.
Yeah, he didn't want to play for Portland.
He just didn't want to play.
He faking. He was faking. Because I think we talked about one time on here. He came on and said that he couldn't travel in the snow. Or something in Portland or something like that. He like, I can't play because it's too much snow. It's cold outside. I'm like, bro, you getting paid like 15.
I think that's just him wanting to get out of Portland.
That's what I'm saying. So but if he go to Lakers,
we can use him though. We most definitely can use him. We need a big man.
Yeah.
We need a big man.
Yeah. So
I mean, to me, man, it's just like we talked about a couple of episodes ago, like with boxing, styles make fights. The prevailing thought is that, oh, well, you're a professional athlete, like you should be able to, if you're a baller, it shouldn't matter where you go. But like that's the difference between Ron Harper playing for the Clippers, averaging 20 points a game, coming to the Bulls, averaging 9, and be like, oh, he fell off. Like, no,
he just played the role.
You're playing with the GOAT, and you're playing with another all-star player, and then you got 3-point shooters all around you. We don't need you to drop 20. We need you. And then it's like people like, oh dang, we know Ron Harper could play defense like that. He probably could always play defense like that.
Yeah,
but now you around a bunch of other dogs, and so now that brings the dog out of you. And so people will say like, oh, this person slaw, this person whack, this person can't hoop. It's like, okay, well, sometimes it's look at what they did in college. How were they successful in college? So now if you take somebody and they were successful in this type of scenario, and then you give them a completely different scenario, everybody's not going to thrive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It depends, because it's like with Jordan, I think he averaged 19 or 20 in North Carolina back in the day. And
that was like the most
Dean Smith's system.
That was his junior year.
That's what I'm saying. And so if you average that much in Dean Smith's system on any other squad in college basketball, that's 30. So he went to the league in the rookie year, averaged 28. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Like again, you look at it, but to your point, Vince Carter was nowhere near hooping at North Carolina as he was when he came to Toronto.
Oh, for sure.
As good as Jerry Stackhouse was at North Carolina, his first few years in the league, it was like, oh, this dude's a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like you talked about Jordan, and it's the same thing. You're playing for a certain system, and then when they take the glove off of you, now you can really do what you do.
I think I heard Jerry Stackhouse when he went to the Wizard, though. So, he went right when Jordan was there.
Yeah,
so
they were butting heads.
Yeah, they were butting heads.
Because it was like the little brother trying to show big brother, like, I can do it.
Yeah, that did mess him up because he was with Philly, right? He went to Philly.
Yeah, he was with Philly first.
With AI.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went
to Detroit. He went to Pistons. One Stackhouse with the Pistons at one point.
He was.
Before he went to the Wizards, though, right?
Something like that. Either before or after. But I think he was with the Wizards. No, because they kicked him off the Wizards because they couldn't mesh. Him and Jordan and Rip Hamilton, they just couldn't fly together. So they did that. Okay.
Right, yeah, now when Jordan got rid of Rip Hamilton, that's how Rip ended up with the Pistons. He traded Rip for Jerry Stackhouse.
Okay.
Jerry Stackhouse went from Philly to Detroit.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I want to say that's when where was he playing with Allen Houston at? They was both on the same team.
Who?
Allen Houston and Stackhouse.
They played together?
I don't know.
Nah, he wasn't always. He played for New York and he played for somebody else.
Man, let's Google. I don't know. But
no, I mean, like I said,
I don't remember. I don't know.
I know he's known for his time. Like his most remembered time is New York. But I know he played for somebody else.
Okay, so CJ, so what you think about CJ? I mean, not CJ. That's your name. SGA. And the whole NBA Finals thing. I just want to see kind of your take. Were you even interested in the finals? Did you watch it?
To be honest, I watched most of the highlights and I watched the actual game.
Okay. That's what I hear.
Only because it's just I ain't expect Indiana to go, to be honest.
True.
But Hallenberger showed me a whole lot. And then when I was watching, I think I ended up watching a piece of Game 3. And then when I kind of saw like this might be all right, but it just ain't. Their style of play just. Not that it ain't flashy, but it just wasn't doing it for me. So like the highlight did it.
Yeah.
But I ain't really tuned into the final like that.
Yeah. I'm with you. It was the same. We had Earth Dog on here, and I asked him the same thing.
That's my dog.
Yeah. He actually was in the comment. He was like, "That's my dog's on there." I see him on the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but you're not a CJ, but he acknowledged me. I got you.
He said my dogs.
He said my dogs.
He put an S on it.
Yeah, he put an S on it.
I'm sorry.
You be ready.
Yeah, you
I
put
do.
S on
I'm
it.
ready. I'm ready,
You
man.
ready to snap?
Oh No, and he got drafted by Detroit. He played his first 3 years in Detroit.
I got, yeah.
But it wasn't with Stackhouse, but he played his first 3 years in Detroit. But I do remember him because I could have sworn I had a basketball card of him with another jersey on it, with a Knicks jersey.
It's true. I think I do got an Allen Houston in Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but that was he spent most of his career with New York.
Years.
Yeah, he spent his last 9 years with New York. His first 3 with Detroit.
You know, I'm 92, so that's all I kind of know New York. So
yeah,
right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's pivot a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's move into something to where, you know, Miss Lady can.
Yes.
I'm born 92.
Golly.
Who born 92? You born 92? Yeah.
It's a bit the baby.
Man, me feel old.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
82.
You know, we all 80s back.
80?
No.
I think she's 78, right?
Ooh.
No.
Look, she like what?
Come at me, come as the baby.
Ain't no shade.
I mean,
My brother's birthday today, so you know my brother's birthday today. He turned 51.
80, right?
I ain't 51.
You ain't 51. I used to.
No.
80, right? 80.
Must we talk like this?
No,
like,
man.
y'all gotta
We ain't trying to do that.
So what?
I know we're not that far apart.
We're not that far apart. I give you that.
You said you tried to put me on. No. You want to put me on blast?
I didn't know put you on blast. You put yourself on blast. You said it.
I did. I cool.
No matter, you look great. It's all good. It don't
Thank
matter.
you,
We're not trying to get age. We just giving errors. That's all. We just giving errors.
We close.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we like that's what I'm saying. It's 80s baby, so that's what I'm saying. I knew we wasn't there, like,
We in that fashion right
You
there.
said crack, baby.
Yeah, crack, baby.
All right, Ray. Let's talk about what you were talking about. The end of the Diddy trial, bro.
Okay, so now they haven't made any finalizations on the verdict.
He was trying to get a mistrial, though, right?
Yeah, they were, because
were.
one of the people who testified was clearly. This is the thing: when you go to court, if you say this happened on this date and time, the time might be a little bit off, but you better for damn sure at least have the day right. Mm-hmm. So like you can't say we was like today is Tuesday. You can't say, oh yeah, it was this Tuesday, and really when that happened you was out of town on the other side, and that essentially what happened. The day that she said that it happened, he was in the other part of the world, and they was like, so you would agree that it's difficult for somebody to be in two places at once, right? And she was like, well, yeah, I see how that could be a problem. So like that kind of, even if the event happened, it's better for you to say, I don't remember the exact date, but this is what happened. You know, these are the other people who saw it. So you're doing better, because when you say this day, that's what that's how it's called impeaching the witness. But that's how they impeach the witness. When you say Tuesday at 9 o'clock, it don't even have to be 9 o'clock. If it wasn't Tuesday, it could have been Monday at 9 o'clock. But if you said Tuesday, even if the 9 o'clock was right, don't matter. You said Tuesday, and that's what they're gonna beat you with. No, I meant Monday. Nope. Was it Tuesday?
So I got a question, just because y'all are in the like film and entertainment industry and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, no, we're not even saying that. I'm just saying, just like when you're on a platform or something on the podcast, something like this, somebody asks you a question, will you be upright and answer it in these regards, or it's just kind of like you wouldn't necessarily touch that when it comes to, like I said, if we ask you a question about Diddy, if we ask you a question about Tyler Perry, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Or would you know what I'm saying? How would y'all feel about answering something like that, or would you just kind of just like skirt?
See, I need PR, because I can't lie. I can't hold. I tell everything. I do. I'm an open book, and so somebody would have to be like, shut up.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, I'll probably just talk about it. Like I'm like, okay, and.
Yeah, I think with me, if I don't know too much about it, I'd probably deviate away from it. But like I might give a certain opinion that I might have. But if I don't know too much of the full story, like if y'all done did y'all research and I'm just not hearing about it, I'd probably stay away from it, because I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I get it. Because, you know, we've well, I don't know what I did for Ryan Clark to block me. You know,
Ryan Clark
he blocked me.
Man, you probably, I don't know, your political leanings or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
He probably screened your page and saw
I'm not
who you voted for, and he's like, blocked.
I'm not big like that. So I would just ask, cause like certain, cause pretty much you just giving your perspective on certain things, right? So it's not really, cause just like, even with Tyler Perry, it's like, everybody always thought, he might have been a little bit on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like
it's not a
surprise, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like, went to TSU. I got a homegirl that left college and went out to Hollywood to chase her dreams of being an actress and stuff. And so so I know like some of the stories of she could have been on I think I told you Flavor of Love.
Right.
Flavor of Love. Remember the white girl Becky on there? Huh?
Talking about with New York on there?
With New York.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know what season what it was. But I think the white girl, whatever the season, Becky was on there. The white girl, Becky. I think of Becky or something. And so she said what she had to do to get on there. And she wasn't willing to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, that's a whole different atmosphere out there in LA and different, spheres out there.
Right.
But the great thing I think about Tubi is y'all can kind of create your own thing and do, I guess independently. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to get too much into it because we're going to ask you many questions about that on the focus joint. But I was just wondering, since we talked about the Diddy trial and stuff like that, it's like...
we got to get a little too, because like I was telling her, like, we had somebody on here that was trying to act like
I thought about
something was wrong with Tubi, and then
Tubi?
I just so happened to be... I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell?
And
like,
she on Tubi now, ain't she?
So I had to go. I'm like,
wow.
let me look at this trailer, and she just all through. I'm like, now you didn't clown Tubi like that, and you just plastered all over the media for your movie and everything, your show.
Wow.
I'm like,
because she
tried
was
to act like Tubi.
I said, so
Drake?
you're right. That's exactly what it was. I was like, so you got any movies like on Tubi or something like that? Tubi?
Right.
Yeah, better than that. I was like
Amazon Prime, Netflix, Tubi, and we got the Tubi like.
Oh wow.
I was like, oh girl,
Offensive.
you better go get that shine.
I don't really get why people be so offended by Tubi, because like Tubi actually came up on some of their original platforms. Then they got a lot of older classics that I
They do.
That surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah. So like
They do.
yeah.
I have binge watched Tubi. Tubi is fire. I don't even know how. I done found some really dope movies on Tubi.
Yeah.
I think
No,
because
Tubi
Even
nice.
the ones that's not just that dope, they're funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Except for Titanic too.
Titanic too.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
That's like,
Yes.
that's a real thing.
Yes.
I heard
And
about it. I haven't seen it.
First of all, it's not a sequel. It is, but it ain't. It's called Titanic 2. But it's completely switches genres. Ain't no romance. It's like a horror movie.
Oh.
Yes. It's like kind of like what they did with the movie Megan that's out.
Yeah.
So it changed genres. So the first one is like
Well,
a
Megan,
horror
what was
movie
that?
with the doll.
yeah,
It went viral because it had the commercial where the doll was dancing.
It's not horror now?
it ain't horror now.
No, it's like a
you
it's like a sci-fi.
Oh, I don't want to
Because
see it then.
so it still has the element of
That's weird.
her being a psycho doll,
Yeah.
but like the 2.0 is like what's my girl the girl from Full House, they sister,
Oh,
the black Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet.
Yeah, you know her. Her sisters is the twins from Full House. Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen. Her sisters, okay,
The
well,
twins.
from the Avengers. Yeah, no, Mary Kate and Ashley.
Well,
Mary Kate,
that's the
but yeah,
third.
Scarlet Witch,
There's
the
a
girl that
third.
played the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
That's no, she's not a twin. She's just their little
No,
sister.
I didn't know there was
Yeah.
another.
Right.
I
So
don't think I knew that.
right.
know
So
that,
yeah,
yeah.
she's their little sister.
yeah,
But-
She's
But
in
so-
He's a movie buff.
No, she's in the Megan
Megan.
2.0, but she's
Okay.
like the 2.0 version of the doll.
Oh.
But it's
I
like
got you,
she
I
kind
got
of like a Metroid type of thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
you. Okay.
So, but yeah, like Titanic 2 completely switches genres. I would say mix that movie Ghost Ship with I don't know what else, but it's kind of like Ghost Ship, except for it's called Titanic 2.
Oh wow, I didn't even know it was out there.
I didn't even know that was out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I heard about
And that was my first time watching Tubi. My first time watching Tubi
man.
was seeing Titanic 2. And after that, it was just like,
A friend of mine,
So-
she don't even watch Tubi. I'm like, you gotta watch it because I'm on it.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta watch it on GP.
Now, have y'all seen Afghanistan?
Have you seen Afghanistan?
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I've heard the name before, but I didn't know they made a
Have
movie
you seen it?
Afghanistan.
He said he's in Afghanistan.
Nah, I ain't know that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, look. That's just super ghetto and ratchet.
I'm not in it.
The dude from Memphis is producing it. Used to be part of the Duffelbag Boys. Crim.
Okay, so
Criminal Man.
look. Okay, now look.
Crim.
So, okay, I'm gonna let y'all get to it. Never mind.
From Project Players.
From Project Players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now go ahead, say what you say. What?
No. So like y'all got a little segment or whatever, right? Like,
Oh, okay.
No, we got.
I was.
We
He had to ask about that because he's generally the more PC most of the time. The more, we gotta say it we gotta look a certain way.
Okay.
And he knows I do not give a fuck. Like, if I know you, to your point, I may say, well, the JB that I know wouldn't do. I can't say whether he did this or not, but the JB that I know, this is the JB that I know.
You watch Afghanistan? You like it?
I have not. I'm going to though.
I haven't
I'm
watched
intrigued.
it either.
But he was asking because, again, with y'all being in that field, sometimes we have people on and it's like, oh, I'm not, they don't say anything about nothing. Like, they don't have an opinion about nothing.
I can just say it once.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so to that point, like when we were talking about the Tyler Perry thing, and all I said was, is if the allegations are true, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But the only reason I said that is because when you see these celebrities out and stuff like that, I have never seen him with a woman who wasn't in one of his movies, other than his mama.
Okay.
So cause one thing, the biggest flex as a celebrity, you Michael B. Jordan, your flex is bam, look at who I got. I got Lori Harvey next to me. I got this chick next to me. I'm Jay-Z. Jay-Z popped out with, before he was with Beyonce, he was always popping out with somebody.
Yeah.
Dame that, oh, look at me, I got Aaliyah now. So you see these guys and these celebrities, and it's like, you pop out with somebody, and I see Tyler Perry, and it's like,
He ain't got nobody.
his mama. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just wanted to take her every time, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, no, that's what I'm saying.
Mama.
I love my mama, but you ain't going every time, though.
Oh,
Especially if we go to Diddy party afterwards, you definitely can't go.
You going to Diddy's party?
No, I'm just saying, not that party. I'm just saying.
Hey,
It's like 3 or 4 of them. So I'm not gonna go to the 4th one. I'm gonna go to the first 2.
I got you.
I'm gonna go to the first 2.
But
But what homeboy say? Denzel told him. He said, when the devil show up, you gotta leave. Wow.
Yeah.
But that's kind of energy.
But people gotta stop acting. This was 5 to 7 years ago. Everybody wanted to go to a Diddy party.
For real,
everybody wanted to go to a Diddy
James
party.
Said, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Yeah. So it was, because, he went to Howard, and so, went to TSU, so, we was go kick it up there at Howard sometime, and so you always heard about the Diddy coming up there with appearances, coming up there to their parties, and, having stuff like that. So don't,
Maybe they didn't know about the after-hour parties.
They were most of the time.
That's what, a lot of them say, the Diddy party was straight, but we didn't stay for the after-hour.
Yeah, after dark. Diddy after dark.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what they consider really out dark? 9 out of 10, them party probably don't end.
No, that's probably midnight area. You know it's time to go.
6 in the morning. Yeah.
But no party ain't ending it early.
That's why they end until 5 in the morning.
As long as you like, sir.
Those parties are ending when somebody's serving breakfast.
That's why I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, come on now.
I ain't been to too many spots like that, but I have been out sometimes, and it's like, okay, now it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
What time you leaving?
And we trying to find a IHOP or Waffle House or something like that.
So you stayed at 5?
No, I had to go get something to eat.
Oh, at 5?
In the morning, Waffle House.
So you stayed for Diddy after dark?
No, I wasn't at a Diddy party. I'm saying I've been at some parties where.
About 2:30.
Hey, don't act rag. I think you will stay.
Yeah. He be like, I just want to see what happens.
I think you will
First
stay.
of all, I'm not trying to see if I'm somewhere with this. I certainly wouldn't have been trying to see what was going on in his room. at all. I'm straight on that. If I don't ever know you in that way,
You rub and semen on the nipples.
Man, that was disgusting when I heard that. Like,
man, look.
like what?
We was talking about, I was like, I don't even like to touch my own.
Oh, now.
And then let another, another man's stuff get on your.
You just rub it.
Yeah, it's just,
I mean, like,
no.
so to tell on myself, like I remember, and as men, we can identify with this.
Yeah,
As a teenager, you on when you wake up. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the night, you wake up, you got to change your drawers or your shorts or whatever, and you don't know what's going. Like the first time it happens, you don't know what's going on, cause you wake up and I know with me, I ain't gonna lie, like I thought I had pissed the bed.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't so much that it was the sheer amount of it. I was like, where is all of it? Like, oh my God, like I didn't even drink nothing before bed. So like I didn't have to take all the sheets off the bed and throw them in the washing machine. So I'm up at 4 a.m. like, come on, because I ain't want my phone. Because I might have been like 12, cause I ain't want my folks to think I was wetting the bed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm too old to be wetting the bed. So I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, this is the first time, we shake it, it don't be sticky if you get a little bit on you. Right? Like when you go pee though, when you pee, your pee don't be sticky. On you.
Okay,
Like if you kind of shake or whatever, and you don't do the appropriate amount of shakes, it don't be sticky. So I'm like, why am I sticky?
Why you sticky?
Like, what is this? So now I got to take a shower. I already took a shower. Now I got to take a shower. So now, but again, keep in mind, my folks sleep. And our house wasn't that big. It wasn't nowhere for me to redirect the sound or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it was about maybe the 5th or 6th time that this happened. I'm like, okay, I need psychological help. Like, why am I wetting the bed all of a sudden?
Wow.
I didn't realize that's what so like now I got to have some uncomfortable conversations with my pops, like, this everything, like, oh, well, sometimes boys, when you're going through, you had your nocturnal, like, oh, okay, bet.
Could be me.
That's what it is.
I'd be like, oh, let me do it.
Right, that's what that is. But I said that to say the way that I freaked out with it being on my, and this is all coming from me. This is all my stuff. I don't even want my stuff on me.
You having some wet dreams.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even want my own stuff on me. Let alone, nigga, if you throw your stuff on me, furniture got to move.
We fighting.
And you got to understand. You got to be okay with, like, I understand why you just hit me in the face. That wasn't cool. I wasn't trying to throw my man juice on you. Like, we got to fight after that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no my bad.
I mean, it could have been worse.
Explain.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
No, go ahead. I want to hear it.
You said you open book, get it out.
You said.
It could have not been on your body. It could have been somewhere else. Could have went inside something.
Whoa.
I mean,
Wow.
it could have been worse. Just saying.
Yikes.
Mouth's closed. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh. Wow.
Yo, I'm glad I ain't
Y'all
had
don't
them.
know what happened at Diddy's party.
I'm glad I ain't had them kind of wet dreams.
No, we talking about Diddy's party.
We've heard. We've heard.
Exactly. So, like.
Wasn't no stickiness above. I ain't had nothing on my ears. Like when there's something about Mary, like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
Nah. But like I said, like how you said, like, man, we don't want our own stuff
crazy.
on us. I ain't want me on me.
I want to know the people that stuck around. Like, I need to know how to move around y'all. Like, who was there?
Hey, look, everybody, whether they want to admit it or not, want to see those tapes that the jury saw.
I want to see.
Just to see who was there.
Who was there?
What were they doing?
Oh, you talking about at the Diddy party?
Okay.
Okay.
Who was that?
Yeah, like I certainly don't want to watch the freak-out tapes.
No, but
Not yet, because
because they said one of the reporters was like, yes, and the jury listened for 12 minutes with uncomfortable audio, and they had to put headphones in.
Yeah.
And it's like it was just uncomfortably silent as they were listening to what was going on in the tapes. I'm like,
how you know they were uncomfortable? Number one,
right?
Nah, people were like, they were hearing like sounds coming from the earphones when, you know what I'm saying, when they were watching and stuff like that.
Man.
But, you know, when you look at the stuff, they were talking about A-list celebrities, you know, I know I'm thinking of a few just off top because I know.
Well, I mean, yeah,
He's
but
been
you got to
around.
think about how many pictures it is of him with people posing and stuff like that. So
Yeah. So, you know
He
that.
got receipt, crazy receipt.
Yeah.
They lucky he ain't hitting the stand though. He ain't hitting the stand.
Man, they're not gonna let. I hope they don't ever let him get up in that stand.
I think they said he
but check
wanted
this out
to
though.
though.
I want to say, and I got to go back and look.
I think that's what they said.
But of the 5 charges, the only charge that they're not sure about is the racketeering charges.
But they sure.
So if he got not guilty on 4 out of the 5 charges, so like we can agree that he's a horrible person. We can agree that he's a freak.
I don't know.
And when I say horrible, I mean like the way that he has treated some of those women.
Character.
If he treated those women like that,
definitely.
it's kind of like that old joke that Chris Rock told where he was like, America's like that uncle who molested you, but he paid your way through college.
Yeah.
So like some people would look at like, well, I got paid my way through college.
Yeah.
So does that excuse all of the trauma that you went through from 4 to 18? You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's like, so you're threatening people, you're beating some of these women, you're making it to where they can't leave you, and like you're like a dad, like them, you know. That's what I mean when I say terrible person. Now,
he's a
has
groomer?
He not done right?
Groomer?
Definitely probably groomed some people.
Groomer.
Yes.
And he's
nice to be a
donated
groomer.
a lot
He
of
should be
money
nice.
to good causes, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's a good thing, but it's like, but I can't overlook the fact that you messed up a lot of lives on the way to doing, you know, what you did. But racketeering.
That's what kind of confused me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't see that. Like sex trafficking.
I just don't think they brought that out in the trial yet, and so I think
I heard it was supposed to be ended.
It's supposed to be, but I think that it's
no.
It's
So
gonna
when he didn't take the stand, and the defense had no witnesses at all, and so I was listening to it was Judge Mathis, but he was being interviewed, and he said that was the smartest thing that the defense did. He said because the prosecution did not prove his case. He said, so now as a defense, if you bring your witnesses and somebody, just like what the prosecution's witness did, if somebody trips up, then now that's mess you up. They put Diddy on the stand, and they like, all they got to do is get you to say one thing wrong or misappropriate one fact, and then now you're screwed. So he said the best thing they did, he said now if the prosecution would have made a better case and proved their case better, but it's like you got Cassie up here, I was coerced, I was this, that, and the other, but then you got people saying, well, she did say when I told her, you know, you should leave. She was like, "Well, Jay-Z married. Like, who I'm gonna get with? Jay-Z taken. So who I'm gonna end up with?" Now, so it's basically like you kind of know.
Yeah.
Now that kind of puts it in a new light. So it's like, okay, well, yeah, he might have been using you, but it looked like you was kind of using him too. You know what I'm saying? And then when it didn't go the way you thought it was gonna go, like I said, Harvey Weinstein was a horrible person. But it's a lot of people who got Oscars that didn't testify against Harvey Weinstein because it went the way they thought it was going to go. And then there's some people like, oh, I slept with him and I was in all of these movies and I didn't get nominated for nothing. You use your power. No, or you knew Harvey was going and you decided to go on and get on that casting couch. And you thought because you was in a Weinstein movie, you was going to get an Oscar. You was going to be Meryl Streep, but you don't have Meryl Streep talent. You thought you was going to be Glenn Close, and you don't have Glenn Close talent. You thought you was going to be Viola or Angela Bassett, and you don't have a talent.
Yeah.
And so you was in, and then the type of movie you was in not another teen movie. Like, are you serious? You thought you was going to get an Oscar for that? And so what I'm saying,
who you talking about?
No, I'm not going to say no names.
But you going in?
I'm just saying. And again, I'm not saying Harvey Weinstein was a good person. He was definitely a creep.
Had money.
You know what I'm saying? But he used his power to his advantage. And all I'm saying is that sometimes we know, oh snap, man, JB, when he go out, JB be buying everybody drinks. Drinks on JB. So now we gonna get, hey, we need to get cool. We need to ride with JB. You know why? Because when we go to get JB and get us in all the good clubs, we ain't got to pay. He gonna take care of it and drinks on him. So now we're taking advantage, but then we don't know. JB is like, hey, you know, these the young poppers out, so they finna give me some action. And And then when we find out he using us, now we're offended. Oh, you were using us to get women. I can't believe it, JB. But we use you to get into all these clubs. We use you to get, and that's all I'm saying. You were using Diddy to your advantage until it wasn't an advantage no more. Until you saw you ain't as fine as Young Miami. I'm sorry, Young Miami for the win.
Yeah.
And you see well, don't be mad. I'm just saying, you know what it is.
I'm not mad.
I'm saying though, like, cause I ain't saying nothing wrong. You know Young Miami for the win. That is black excellence.
Me for the win.
Okay, I'm just saying. Like, look, that is black excellence.
Not Young Miami.
Young Miami is definitely black excellence.
She said that was a black. She said she the black Oprah. That what she said.
That
what she said.
I mean, you giving her props like.
I'm gonna give her props. Like I have lines.
You gotta draw lines.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Like I said, now as much as I love Young Miami, she ain't Megan Good. Okay, so.
Yeah, that's yours.
And then
right
Megan, and then she went with Jonathan Majors, so Megan Good just dropped a little. She stepped off her
come
personal.
on now. I love that for her.
Shannon Sharp, little brother, no.
Oh, why you gotta be?
Look at Jonathan Major's head and look at Shannon Sharp head. You can't unsee it. You can't unsee it.
Wow.
They're just darker. Look at Shannon Sharp nose and look at Jonathan Major's nose. You can't unsee it. They're built the exact same way.
They are not built the same way.
Yes, they are.
No,
one's just darker.
His legs like go in or something.
Hold
like,
up.
Do you think Shannon Sharp is attractive?
No.
Okay. I was just wondering.
But you think Jonathan Majors is attractive?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, 'cause they look alike.
But I don't think they look alike.
They're just the skin tone is
They don't
different.
look alike
They have
to
the
me.
same shaped head.
They don't look alike to me. I'm sorry.
They got the same hairline. They got the same nose.
No, I don't think they look alike.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
You remember
I
y'all saw the interview when Kat was on Club Shay Shay, and when Club Shay Shay was describing Jonathan Majors as he was sitting there looking at Shannon Sharp, he was slick telling Shannon Sharp because he was like, y'all the ones told him he was attractive and fine with that big old block head and them big nostrils, and he's sitting there looking at Shannon, and as I'm looking at Shannon, I'm like, I can't unsee it.
Now, I'm just saying, Shannon's worse to me. I don't know what it is. It's like, no.
But you know, I had to add because you know the dude got the muscles and stuff, and so the muscles, the money.
It ain't just
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just so I had to ask the lady just to see like what's y'all perspective on him because you know.
And what the difference is you hear Jonathan Majors talk, but didn't Shannon Sharp's kids go to private school? Oh, okay.
No,
I rest
it's
my
not the
case.
same. No,
Because Jonathan Majors talk like he went to private. That's all I'm saying. And I mess with Jonathan Majors. Okay, the Five Bloods, last black man in San Francisco. I mess with Jonathan Majors.
No, it's
before Creed 3, before I think they did him dirty and Kane the Conqueror.
Which
no.
one? There was
the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
But no, I mess with Jonathan Majors. But like, I'm not gonna sit up here. Number one, you took Megan Good from me, so we forever beefing.
From you?
I feel that way about I feel that way about
when
Mitchell.
she was on Friday.
Yeah.
You did not.
About who?
I did.
About Donovan Mitchell. I feel the way about Donovan Mitchell. We beefing. How you get Coco Jones?
Who got Coco Jones? Donovan Mitchell is with Coco Jones.
Yeah.
Good job, Donovan Mitchell.
I was happy they lost in the playoff. I was.
Good job, Donovan Mitchell.
Coco, she dope though.
Coco nice though.
Yeah, she
I was mad at Damon
nice.
Wayans because he got with Hillary. You remember Major Payne? Yeah. Oh man, Hillary was that shot.
Yeah, Hillary was nice.
No.
Yes.
Hillary was nice.
Yeah.
You don't think? Yeah,
I mean, no. I mean, like, but
I mean, I
sweet, but
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I think Hillary cute. She was bad. She was bad.
Very attractive.
Yeah, she was bad back in the day.
All right.
I don't know how she look now, but yeah,
Probably the same.
probably so.
She probably does.
Probably so. Let's go into Jim Jones and Nas real quick.
I see it.
Oh yeah, you saw that. So because you're closer to, I guess, the generation that he's talking about.
This is true.
So, how do you feel about Jim Jones saying essentially that he's better than Nas and more relevant than Nas?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He been on the hot streak these last about 5 years.
That's
Before
true.
I, like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes I feel like that's what he morely talking about. He like, I'm doing more than Nas now. But like, far as you saying like your overall like lyricist, nah for me.
Like like this is an open and shut case. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at, if you want to say he's been killing the last 5 years, I give him that because he has been having more relevant songs, more
features and stuff,
features and hits. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you look at hip hop, it has slowly like decline, and so you're more relevant in a watered down era.
Exactly.
And so, but Nas was in the era of the golden age of hip. So it's like if you want to say that, but it's like, but again, I think Jim Jones is just trolling because he's the king of trolling. You know what I'm saying? So I just think he knows what he's doing. He getting talk about it.
Play the algorithm.
Oh yeah, he does.
He know how to do that.
He definitely does. So he knows what he's doing because he said he would rap circles around Nas. He said bring him to the booth. He'll rap circles around Nas. And so this was just a play.
Gotta be.
But I feel like, of course, you're gonna say that when you know Nas not gonna do that. Nas,
correct.
100 million?
Yeah.
Like, no. What I'm saying, and I want to say,
it.
Was it like one of those tech companies or cell phone companies or whatever?
Yeah.
He's not quite a billionaire.
He's right
he's
there.
Way over the 100. Like he's over 500 million.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He owned a wine or something like that. He got a wine or something.
So like,
and when basically when he got with Jay-Z with the Def Jam.
So of course I'll say that too if I know you ain't finna come do that.
Right. So I just thought it was a play, but Jim Jones, I give him prop because he was like Cam's hype man for a minute,
and bodyguard too,
and maybe bodyguard, and Mace taught him how to rap, and so, but he does good with trolling. He's a good business dude, but
Jim, this is how you know Jim got money. Cause I've never seen somebody, and he be fresh as hell, but I've never seen somebody that be that fresh that looks like they have not bathed.
He might say he don't bathe.
And I'm saying he looks like it, but now keep in mind, Jim be clean. I'm like, I ain't got them shoes. I need them. You know what I'm saying? I need that hat. But it looks.
I think it's just a face.
That man got
he got the scruffy.
That man got a forever 5 o'clock shadow. What they say? It's 5 o'clock somewhere on your face, nigga. It's.
That might
y'all ain't got to answer because y'all in the industry. I'm just saying. Yeah, I ain't trying to put y'all on the spot.
I just ain't looked at it like
because you can't unsee it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
That's a little diabolical.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I want that kind of money. I want the kind of money where I can wake up and look in the mirror and I can just be like, fuck this shit.
Let's just go.
I mean, for real, this like when somebody say, oh, snap, like, I'm all out of fucks to give. That is how Jim Jones be dressing. I mean, look. Right. And I'm out of fucks to give.
Can't believe that.
Now, keep in mind, but he be clean, though. But, like, you see this nigga on the red carpet and everybody's dressed to impress, and it's like pig peeing from the peanuts.
Nah, he do dress like he's like 20.
Yeah, he's
I will say, but no, he fresh though.
He know his audience. He trying to like
for sure.
I think that what it is like. The reason why he feel like he's so much above now because a lot of his audience is the younger generation now. Yeah. And he do a lot of feature with them. So like, of course you're gonna be in tune. Nas ain't doing no feature with a lot of young guys nowadays. Yeah.
But Nas actually won his Grammy a couple years ago, 2 years ago, with King Disease.
Yeah.
Right. The one or two, one of them.
Yep. So it wasn't the first one. It was like either the second.
Yeah. So
over my guy, because if you remember, that was the year. It was him. It was Nas. I believe it was Freddie Gibbs, Royce 5'9". But because Royce 5'9".
What was that album he did? Because
I think
that was a good album. Allegory.
Yeah, it was Allegory.
Yeah. I actually liked that album.
I mean, like that stretch he went on from Layers to Book of Ryan to Allegory, like Royce 5'9", like he was in his bag. But to the point you were making, like Jim is more popping with the younger crowd. But and you said it earlier, man, when Nas came out, Nas was in the middle of, you had the Rakims, you had the Public Enemies, you had Big Daddy Kane. So you had like people who are Mount Rushmore, LL, but then he was right with Big Pun, Big L, Tupac, You know, Mobb Deep, who was kind of birthed from Illmatic, Jay-Z. Illmatic is still looked at as one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time.
For sure.
Like, as Jim said, he got classic albums, but I don't know. I don't recall. You got some
I think you're talking about
bangers every now and again, but classic album?
Yeah, he got ringtones.
And we going
Jim got ringtones, but he ain't got. Like I said, I'm not privy to his catalog like that.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't speak to his albums. I can speak to him having that thing with Offset.
I ain't gonna lie, I did enjoy him in Mano album. They did
Lobby Boys.
Lobby Boy. Yeah.
Lobby
I
Boys.
did enjoy it.
Yeah, that was cool. I did like that. I did like that.
Jim Jones is what Tony Ayo could be if he was a slightly better rapper.
Yeah, but I think Yayo had.
Because if Tony Ayo could rap a little bit better, Tony Ayo's a lot realer. Yeah. Ain't nobody more loyal.
Tony had the swag.
If you got a Tony Ayo on your team,
Tony had the swag.
that man gonna take the charge for you and everything.
He gonna take it.
Come on, man. And then no matter what you do, I've never heard him say a bad word about 50.
He showed like
ever. No,
but now Jim be
not.
shitting on Maze, he be shitting on Cam, he be shitting on.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, these niggas help put you on.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how you go against the grind like
that. Because they always get on me for buying the Tony Yayo album back in the day.
For real?
Oh yeah. I still the jump pimping. That jump hard, man.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Lloyd Banks had a little bit more hustle to him. He would have been way better.
Yeah. Lloyd Banks was cool. I did like him.
Yeah.
Young Buck too. Young Buck from Nashville. I think he was dope, but he was just he was just on something else.
So it's not that he got the Tony Ayo album. No, because no.
Okay.
I like Tony Ayo as a person.
No.
And I don't even know him personally. Just from his interviews and the energy he give out, he reminds me of like, you know, my uncles and people like that I grew up with. Like, so I rock with Yayo. Like, Yayo is somebody who I would love to kick it with.
For sure, yeah.
Like, I know dude got some crazy stories.
Oh, he does.
That particular album, I was not a fan of.
Yeah.
When he first, because to me it was like he first like, okay, I'm finna try this rap thing for real. I just wasn't. Now he had some great beats, he had some great features, but I just wasn't feeling him so much as an artist. The pushback to him was he was equating it. Cause he's like we talking about the hot new albums out. We get he's like, oh man, I just got this. Yeah, okay, man. And then I got this Kanye. Like, okay, yeah, because this is I want to say it was a college dropout.
I was in my thug days.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you got your college dropout. Man, that's what's up.
This is like 85.
And I got that Yayo.
That Yayo spoke to my lifestyle at the time. It spoke to it. You know what I'm saying? I bought the Kanye as well. I bought the Kanye album, so it was graduation.
Graduation, okay.
I think it was graduation, wasn't it? No. It was late registration.
It was late registration.
Late registration. Okay, it was one of them with that. So
and it's kind of like if you play sports, you've heard this before, right? But like if you can really play, your coach will be like, "Oh man, you're a dog on defense." Oh man, no, that's my shooter right there. Oh man, that's my superstar. But every once in a while, oh, you know, he's a really hard worker. You already know what that means. So like everybody I was talking to about it was like, "Oh man, that John grimy." We talking about Kanye album. Oh man, that's a classic. We talking about the Clips album. Come on, oh man, the Clip man, them niggas spitting da da da.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. What about the man? It's grimy. That to me, that is the hard worker of you talking about somebody.
Hey, but peep this though. If that Yayo album came out today,
oh yeah, no, it would be a certified classic. It would be better there. No, it would be right there. Yayo album, that Yayo album, is better than 90% of the stuff that's coming out now.
Correct.
I ain't gonna lie, so I wasn't a huge fan of Yayo the artist, but like you said, as a person, like,
oh yeah,
he a funny dude,
man, a solid,
he a dope storyteller,
solid dude.
He can tell a story.
He is. Right, we got some quickies, man, for we shut down.
Okay, yeah. What do we have in there?
Quickies.
Yeah, you know when you got to go to work, you know what I'm saying, but she ain't trying to let you get out the house.
Yeah, I know what a quickie is.
Yeah.
What did we have though?
You know you got to get up in the morning, but she like, okay, she gone throw that leg over. Okay.
You had a genius SAT
So the Genius Act passed.
So what is that?
So basically, while we thought we was going to go into World War III, and you remember I've said before, when they started talking about all this stuff, we need to start looking at the government to see what's happening. When we think the world about to end, and while everybody was talking about the bombs exploding and us dropping bombs, they passed the Genius Act, which essentially we are getting away from actual money. Over time, everything is going to be digital, crypto based, but it's not backed by anything. So on the one hand, I mean, that's good. It's like a video game where you get all these credits and coins and stuff like that, but it's not actually backed by anything.
Okay.
And they passed this though over the land. You can look it up, the Genius Act, because it actually stands for something. It's like not an acronym, but each letter stands for something. But essentially, we're getting away from actual money and moving into the digital space.
Yeah.
And so, the only negative is with that, if China decides to drop an EMP and shut everything down, like we can't even function in Memphis. If somebody hit a light pole, we be about to panic because we got to light some candles. So now imagine if somebody drop an EMP and the only money you have access to is ATM, your credit card. You can't use anything. It's all digital. It's not bagged by nothing. It's real. Or you get paid. Everybody get direct deposit. System crash. Oh, our bad. We'll catch you the next go round in 2 weeks. But your mortgage due tomorrow. The MLG and W due yesterday. And they didn't send you a cutoff notice in the mail.
But that's where we headed though.
You know.
That's where we headed though. Just because you go to basketball games now, go to the Memphis football games. They don't accept cash. You know what I'm saying? So so you got to use your card or whatever, or your wallet, Apple Pay, Google Pay. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta roll with the time, because the cash is always gonna be accepted, but some places just don't take it.
Well, I mean, it's like the old saying goes though, cash is king.
It is.
You can always, because again, you get ready to go buy a house right now, and somebody say, I'm selling this house for $300,000, and you tell them I got $280 right now.
They're going to take it.
They're going to take that $280 right now.
For sure.
When people talk about, like, what's your assets worth and stuff like that, you talk about how much money you're worth, but what you got on hand. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when somebody say they cash poor, that's what they're talking about. Oh, if I go sell this artwork with it, I got money, but like, can I go to the bank? Can I go to my safe or my vault and get this money? And we're getting to a place where now, so like I said, to your point, yes, we are moving that way. We need to be aware of what's going on, but at the same time, just make sure your house in order. Yeah.
Now, before we shut down here for this rundown, do y'all have anything that y'all would like to express, like anything in the news, anything that's on your mind, soapbox, not soapbox? You don't have to. I'm just pressing.
No pressure.
Yeah, I'm just pressing. You know what I mean? It's nothing particular, but I'm saying just if you did.
I'm straight.
Straight?
Cool, yeah.
You cool?
Yeah.
Straight.
Well, no, we know you straight
yeah,
after you didn't shit on Megan Good and Young
Oh,
Miami.
no, I actually like,
Hater.
I love Megan Good. Megan Good and Coco, them my girls. I love them.
You think she's a good actress?
She is. Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
You don't think she's a good actress?
No, I do. My wife be tripping on her. I told you about it.
Oh, I thought you was like,
No, not you. My wife be
I
tripping.
rock with Megan.
Yeah. I think she plays the roles that she's good
She's
in.
giving, yeah.
Right.
She know her lane.
Right. She doesn't try to,
Yeah.
expand her horizon. She's just like, she's gonna play
I'm the one
the
that
girl.
love
Ooh,
interest.
I can do it.
Yeah.
He's like, no, stay here. No, but I can go over there.
Yeah.
Let me go over there.
And you gotta appreciate that.
Yeah, but she stay in her lane.
I appreciate that personally.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I would love to see her out of the.
I get you.
No, so like,
It's too late now, I think.
no, not
It's
necessarily.
never too late.
Remember Breaking
appreciate
Bad, one of your shows. Remember Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston for a long time was known as a comedic actor.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Hold on,
dad.
hold on.
He was the
Who
dad
you
from
talking about?
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah. Okay.
So like he played on Friends. He was the dentist on Friends. Like he was always on Seinfeld. He was like always a funny guy.
Yeah.
So essentially, the first episode of Breaking Bad, they kind of leaned into that a little bit, But then you saw him like turn into like, oh, this man go from being like a pushover to like a criminal mastermind. And I think it's possible for the Megan Goods, for the Jaleel Whites, for people who have been for the Alfonso Ribeiro.
I do.
What's my other guy? Jason Bateman, right?
Yeah.
Comedic actor, but then in Ozark. You know what I'm saying? So like you see him,
but he kind of been kind of.
yeah, he's been kind of jumping, but for the most part, when you think Jason Bateman, it's the comedy stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then now he was just in the movie with the dude from Kingsman, where he was the terrorist on the plane at the airport or whatever.
There was that's on Netflix now.
Right.
Yeah.
But and that's what I'm saying. I think that Megan Good is one of those people that, if given the right role,
I about to say.
it don't have to be all the way left. It can kind of be like a gradual, like a little edge, and then you see like, oh, okay, this person got a little bit, and then so now the next time you see them in something, they don't have to be the split. They can be more leaning towards the other way.
Now, I agree that it's not too late.
Yes.
However, you got to be committed to.
And see, that's why I'm always
You know what I'm saying?
step out of my comfort zone, because I don't want to be typecast. And see,
Yeah.
once you get typecast, then that's all people see you as. They see you that one way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But also on the flip side, it can be just, okay, I need this role, and I know this person for sure can do this role, so I'm gonna think of you first.
And that's great, and I'm
that
gonna
type
take
of
it
role.
because I want the money.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
like, if I get the opportunity to step outside of that lane, I'm gonna jump at that over the money. To
Right.
be honest, because I want people to see what else I have. You know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think though, like, to me, I think Idris is a good example, but he didn't stay. He could have got typecast from when he was on The Wire.
The Wire, yeah.
Because a lot of people didn't even know he had a British accent. Because like after he left The Wire, it was Daddy's Little Girls.
Right.
It was the movie with Beyonce. The one, no,
Obsession?
he had the accent. Obsession.
Yeah.
Right, he had an
Yeah.
American accent, you know, but then it was in Takers, he used his British accent.
He was killing that, yeah.
He kind of jumped from he went from being a gangster in The Wire to being a dad trying to get custody of his daughters and Daddy's Little
But
Girls.
even then, he was still like a thug, though.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
But you see, that was
but
one of
he
those
articulated,
tweener.
though.
That was one of those tweener roles,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
was saying.
yeah.
It's like I'm
It
trying
don't
to do
have turn
better.
all the way, but
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so
Yeah, he
y'all,
didn't show that thug road to really like the end.
The end of the movie, right when he got
yeah.
ready to beat the
Yeah.
stepdad.
But I think we saw the thug.
Right, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You
Because
still
man,
saw the
I think
thug.
just on
Because Daddy's Girls, he was
Yeah.
still in some mess trying to get through with his
We
girls.
saw
and-
the thug from the beginning.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
you saw the struggle, not so much of the.
He was a thug. No, he was a thug.
Thug adjacent.
Because he was in the streets. I think he was like robbing or something like that. He
No,
was-
he was a mechanic.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, but
He was a
before mechanic, though.
The whole
But he was
thing.
into
No,
something before
the
the
whole
mechanic.
thing
He
was
was,
no. You got to
He
remember.
got out of jail or something
No,
like
the
that.
whole thing is that
Yeah,
he was a high school basketball player. I don't want to say like All American, but he was high ranked and had an incident right where he got with a white girl at a party
She lied.
and she lied and
Yeah.
said
lied.
that
That's what
that
happened.
she-
She lied.
that he essayed her.
Right.
And then
That's
so
why
he
he
had to go, and then she ended up recanting her story.
Yeah.
And so he got out, but when he got out, it was too late for him to go to college.
Yeah.
And so that's how he
Well, I
started
said,
becoming a
come on,
mechanic
really.
and working on cars and stuff like that. But where he was at, because again, he didn't go to college, he's in the hood, so he's around that environment. Even though, but he
I don't
was
think
no, but I'm
because-
saying,
I don't think-
Thug adjacent.
but he
he wasn't
wasn't
on-
doing any
Yeah, he
criminal
wasn't on
activity.
drugs.
though.
I said thug
He just
adjacent.
wasn't soft though.
Yeah.
He wasn't no
He wasn't soft, but
He
he
was
was.
just a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in that environment.
Yeah.
He was in that environment like that. All right, y'all, we about to shut down here, y'all. Until next time, continue with that executive mindset.
Most definitely keep it presidential.
Salute.
Arrivederci. Ow.
Oh, shoot. We didn't put it on there. All right, anybody got to use your restroom?
I do. I got a potty.
Piss yourself up.
I got a potty.